Here is Łódź's first skyscraper, the Textile Headquarters building. Why this name? Due to the deconstruction suffered by Warsaw during Second World War, many institutions of the central level were temporarily reactivated in Łódź. Due to the lack of suitable premises, their headquarters were often located in private flats abandoned by their owners. With time, however, the demand for housing was so great that the construction of suitable premises to which the institutions could be relocated became a necessity. The competition for the office building of Łódź Textile Headquarters was announced in 1948. The design by the Krakowian architect, engineer Jan Kruk, was considered the best. However, the winning design was re-evaluated and it was decided to impose a stylized, socialist realist costume on the modernist glazed form. People in Łódź used to say that this building was like the Palace of Culture in Łódź. In the meantime, the textile center was liquidated, which impeded the construction process and created the need to find new users for the emerging space. In 1956, broadcasting equipment of the Łódź Television Center was installed on the top floors, and a 15-meter aerial mast was placed at the top of the building. But let us turn to the Textile Headquarters building itself. Probably thanks to this awe-inspiring silhouette, it played one of the capital's police stations in the series Paradox, directed by Zgliński, Igor Brejdygant and Borys Lankosz. Seen only from the outside, usually filmed from below, the skyscraper makes an overwhelming impression, perfectly reflecting the suffocating atmosphere of the crime series. The building appears on screen several times, each time bringing the action to the police station. The interiors of the police station themselves in Paradox are a completely different space. For the series, they were created in the shooting halls of the producer, Opus TV. In one episode, the policemen also meet on the roof of a skyscraper. They choose this location for a reason. They discuss a plan of action against drug dealers and want to avoid being overheard. The actors walk across the entire rooftop, which may not look very attractive, but it offers a panoramic view of the city from all sides. The main characters of the 13-episode series are Inspector Marek Kaszowski, played by Bogusław Linda, and Assistant Commissioner Joanna Majewska, played by Anna Grycewicz. Majewska is sent to the police station on behalf of the Internal Police Service Bureau to look into Kaszowski's work. She's actually quite determined to find irregularities in his actions and methods. Naturally, the two are not fond of each other. He is the archetypal criminal investigator from a crime series, a lone wolf type, after a history, who has his own methods and his own sense of justice. Majewska also becomes involved in solving ongoing cases and increasingly feels part of the new team. As time goes on, the situation thickens and the main intrigue becomes more complicated than it seemed at the beginning. Apart from the main characters, we have a very interesting mosaic of supporting characters. And each of them is clearly outlined and has a baggage of their own, often complicated experiences. The dialogues, sometimes comic, sometimes ironic, are quite well written. They add lightness to the scenes and sound authentic in the mouths of the characters. On the other hand, the restrained, almost monochromatic color scheme of the frame corresponds well with the darkness of the stories told, and the blue filter imposed on the archival photographs makes it easy for the viewer to know when they are dealing with the scenes from the past. Paradox is a procedural or case-in-point series. The genre dates back to the pre-internet days, when it was impossible to watch an entire season in one evening. Each episode encapsulated the story as a whole. The disadvantage of this type of series proved to be a certain predictability. Each episode brought a solution. A different form of storytelling was gaining more and more fans, a series constructed in the fashion of a long, drawn-out, complex storyline. In order to save the procedurals from death, the two forms were combined. Paradox is a perfect example of such a hybrid.